Hi all, thanks for joining. I'm taking apart, these are all Volvo trucks, so it was thrown out, so I got them and I'm going to take them apart now. Just to make more money, as the fella says. By selling them to scrapyard, you get nothing for them, like 28 cents a kilo for Dirty Alley. Clean it up, you get €1 a kilo. Maybe 1.10 a kilo at the moment. So the way I do it is I clean everything up and get pure clean aluminium out of everything. I mean, it does add up big time, guys. Oh, that's just a little tiny bit of rubber in that one there. I'll get that over it some way or another. Sorry for banging for a few minutes, guys. Just get out. Now, just get out that sleeve is all I have to do. See that now? Look, I put that in the scales and I show you. Watch. That and the steel, right? It's in that at the moment, and that's worth 28 cents a kilo, right? It's worth 7 cents. I take out this rubber, bit of steel, and that aluminium as it is now at 1.10 a kilo. Right? 1.10 a kilo. Automatically have to bring that up to 23 cents just by taking out that 23 cents from 7 cents by just hitting it with a hammer. That's it. It's so easy, guys, to make a few pound extra. You know, everything that you can go through, you can do. Simple as that. It's a little O-ring on that. Off it comes. Throw it out. Clean aluminium. All day clean aluminium. There's another big part. In here you have a ring again, throw it out. In here you have your shaft again, and down through there. I done one already a few minutes ago just to show you. Same again, what's in that is not worth talking about 28 cents, that's worth 9 cents, guys. That's worth as it is to bring it to the scrapyard because it's Dirty Alley. By taking out the sleeve of it, I have a sleeve there, the very same size sleeve. Take it out of it. Like so, and you have to bring that up to, hang on there, yeah, you have to bring that up to 37 cents straight away, clean aluminium. Also you can melt that down as well. When you take out that sleeve, it's pure clean aluminium to melt down. Okay, right, these are all different types. This one here I got it today in, oh, there's a matter of taking off this here and this here. The rest of that is going to be clean aluminium. So give it a quick clean up if I can get off it. And the difference is that's dirty aluminium as it is. As you can see, it's worth 39 cents now. Dirty aluminium that is. So all you have to do is get your box knife. I have it here. A box knife, as I call them. You have a different name for them. Slide them along here. Look at this. Look at that. We were talking 28 cents. That's all you have to do. 28 cents. 39 cents, right? It was. Bring it up. You're actually €1.51 in seconds. €1.51 in seconds, guys. And how hard is that? Do you know what I mean? It's so easy, guys. So easy. Everything I take apart, I absolutely miser everything out of it. Every single thing. There you are, a nice bit of copper wire. Nothing to be done to that. That's worth 20, what's that worth? €3 a kilo. €2 a kilo, sorry. That's worth 29 cents for that. Clean aluminium. 17 cents. Right, let's get going. Let's get gasket, I would think. It's no good to me. Right, this here, as you can see, is full of grease and everything like that, but it's actually a light off a lorry, which is not working. So I'm going to break that down. We're going to get what we can out of it, basically. We're going to get what we can out of it. First of all, you have them screws here, you have them bolts there, which you have to have. Now, that's called Dirty Alley, right? Everything on it is Dirty Alley. It's worth 18 cents. We'll take it apart and see can we do better than 18 cents of it, okay? Two screws, and they are stainless steel screws, so they can go into stainless steel pile. Stainless steel is working out at the moment at €1 kilo where I am in my yard. That came off. Let's get off that there. Just a bolt going through it. You might come across, might not. The likes of yokes and lorries, trucks and stuff like that, they can be seized, you know what I mean, because they're wet, you know, all kind of weathers. I wouldn't think it's threaded, it says seized. But it is aluminium, so let's see, can we get it over it somewhere. But guys, this is the likes of stuff that I do all the time. I micro scrap every single thing, and I need to get everything out of everything. That's the way it is with me. Every single thing you need to be getting out of everything. So I just picked up all them today now, you know, and a load of stuff tomorrow to get in car dealers. Now, that doesn't want to leave. That there, for the sake of that little 2 cents of aluminium, that's all stainless steel. All that stainless steel screws, all that. This is stainless steel. This here is dirty stainless steel. So that's okay. I wouldn't spend all night taking that part apart. They have a little category in the scrapyard for that. There's a bit of wire to be had. Small tiny bit of wire. 3 cents. Now, what's holding this together? I don't see one screw. That's what I don't like about these, is you have to put this into a bag and break this glass in a bag. Sometimes to push open, but not this one. It's Durite, so good brand. But there's not one screw in it because it's pure waterproof. So that there would have to get a slap of a hammer to open it up, guys. So I know myself it will not push open, and if it does push open, it'll be calling me a liar, as the fella says. But no, it doesn't push open, so I'll have to break that off in a bag. This is all aluminium around it. Inside you'll have a few boards and some LED lights which will contain gold bond wires, to say. That's just a plate, one of them L plates on the lorries. So that is a bit of checker plate, aluminium. Just weigh up them tree a little bit right there. They're worth 52 cents. That plate I won't sell that plate. I'll just put out in the shed. Here's a plug with a wire coming out. This one here, off of that. This here is brass, and this is not. But the pins inside are brass. So I'll take that apart. I'll do it in a few minutes for you. It's all about micro scrapping, guys. You know, you have to get what you can out of everything. Brass here. So put him in here. Now my yard do not do what you call brass, dirty brass. They do just normal clean brass. But I take that off of that like that. Small little bits like that off of it, brass. Pull them off it. I cut it as close as I can. I leave that little red bit on it. As close as I can for weight. And as you can see, the way everything is with me, everything is just taken apart, guys. This here is brass. As you can see, I left that much on it. You know what I mean? For weight. That is household cable, guys, at 110 a kilo, 12 cents, okay? So this is a loom, and it goes into this here. This part, I don't know what's in it, but I know it's got to do with the clutch in a lorry. We'll do this plug first. The plug, I usually just hit the snap of the hammer. As you can see, out you come. Plastic, brass, copper wire, brassy goodness, like so, and brass here. And that's it, the way how easy it is to get out them brasses. Not only pure plastic goes out to the shed. They are talking about 5-6 cents a brass there. €4.50 a kilo, exactly 5 cents. You know, when you be taking stuff apart all the time, you know exactly what you get out of stuff. The normal household plug there, I get I'll show you now. But all my brass has to, it's pure clean going out. You know what I mean? Pure and utterly clean going out. So this is a household plug, guys, we have in Ireland. The 3-pin plug it's called. Scrapyard, 1 cent. Take out the 3 pins, 8 cents. Do you know, there's a big difference there of 7 cents, guys, in the difference. It's all about micro scrapping, breaking down everything you do. This here is what I'm left with out of the inside of this, which is a little board, tiny piece of wire. That board can go into the shredders, nothing on it. That there is an LED light, and here's your copper for breaking down during the winter. So easy to break them down, guys. Just hit it here with an axe. Where the line is in it, hit it with an axe, that comes off. You have an ease and eyes. The eyes come out this way and the eyes are just here in the end. I'm not sure would it come off with a hammer, but I usually use an axe. As you can see, 1 or 2 of them came off. The idea of it is to just come off like in eyes and ease. That's all it is. I don't want to be doing the wrong stuff. I use an axe, simple as that. See the difference there? I have to crack in here, the base behind it cracked. But it's so easy to do it. I'll do it in the I do it in the winter time. I do everything in the winter. This here, guys, we're going to go into it. We're going to cut off this wire here and go into this, see what's in it. We get any of them pins out of it. I'm not sure we'll be able to get them out because this is should come out hopefully. Get out of that. Get off that clamp off it. Some plastic. And there's more plastic, and this is where your looms go into here. As you can see here, I always give them pull up first to see where they come up, like that. See that? Pull up. See that? So all them looms are all brass. See that? And as you can see, clean brass. Or clean looms, just 2 more little bits in there to come over it. Give me small pliers like that, and 1 more now, and that's plastic. So as you can see, more brass, and all this ends of this is all brass. Look, all brass. I hit it with a foil just in case it's copper. If it's copper, it's worth a few pence more. If it's brass, it's worth €4.50 a kilo. Sometimes it can be copper because in a lorry they have to have perfect, because it's got to do with the clutch, so everything has to be right. That's actually brass, okay? So I'm going to cut them off. I don't know exactly what's in here because I've never opened one before, but I know it's got to do with the clutch, as in the gears and the clutch, because it's an automatic truck, so it's not a manual box. So cut off this wire. Like when the wire is going in, there's something, right? It's going in here, something. The wire is going in, so there's something in there. There has to be something in there, a board, a reader. I don't know what's in there. I want to try and get into it and see what's in there. Now, see that there? The likes of that now, I pull that through it if I can. Like that. Because your yard would not take all that. You're joking yourself, guys, you bring that into the yard. That there now is single zinc cable at €3 a kilo. 13 cents. See, I have all the prices, guys. Every price you need is in my head. It's in my head. I talk to the scrapyard every day. I get on very well with my scrapyard. They're nice, friendly people, and they look after me very well. Simple as that. Now this might be impossible to open. If it's impossible to open, I'm actually going to have to wire off it now, but it doesn't make a difference. But dirty aluminium, right? 28 cents a kilo. That's worth 50 cents without touching it. Without touching it's worth 50 cents. Now I could make this worth less, or I could make it worth more. You understand me? You could make it worth less very easy, guys. Now we're going to take out these screws. Thanks for all coming in, guys. All I want you to do is hit that like button. That's all I want you to do, because we get to spread it out further around the YouTube for the night. That's all I want you to do, guys. And I really, really appreciate you all coming in. So I take apart every single thing, guys, that I get. There's not one thing I throw out. Now, I've never taken one of these apart. I hope there's not a spring in it that'll fly up in the air and hit me. But that's all I need, guys. And subscribe to the channel as well, guys, if you wouldn't mind there. I really... Now, them screws are obviously steel. They are steel. They can go out straight away into the pile. And that's another box full. As you can see, working at 12 cents a kilo. You know what I mean? 3 or 4 cents for that, 3 cents for that there now. Now, what's in this, I don't know, and I hope nothing flies out of it. The fella says I haven't done my maths on it. I haven't read up on it. I haven't done anything. Just to see what's in it is all I want to know. Look at that. There's a small bit of pressure there. Yes, but there's another screw there. That's why there is a pressure there, Patrick. You think I'd be talking to myself here, guys, wouldn't you? Wow, what is this? Look at that clean aluminium, guys. Look at the shine on it. Towards that. Look at that. Huh? Really nice. You could melt that down, guys. You could melt that down. Don't know what this is. I haven't a bull's notion. But there's a wire going through it, guys, so there has to be copper here. There has to be copper in these solenoids, something like that in there. I always trace the thing with wire. If I see a wire or anything, guys, I don't just cut it off and throw it away. I do not do that. I go to the deep end into every single thing, guys. The deep end. Now, just have to get out this housing of it. A couple of grommets down there as meeting to this, that here. That looks like brass down there or something like that. But I get him out of it as well. I don't think you're going to push it, are you? The grommets are coming out alright. But I don't know. There's a screw there. There might be a screw there. another one of these. I'm not going to use the little screwdriver on it because it might just rip the head off it. I don't want that to happen. I think that is the screw. I could be wrong. Might be a smaller torque. I have smaller torques here. No, it's not torque, is it? No. I'd say it's riveted into it. But we'll try it in a minute. Don't worry about that. We'll try that in a minute. It's a bit of cleaning to be done this, about getting this out of it. I should pop out it. Yeah, plastic. That pops out. This one here is annoying me now. Because when you never do these jokes, you know, you don't do them, you don't know what's in them. But this is very interesting for me. And it's going to be interesting for you out there, because if you find them, take them apart, guys. Take them apart. Rubber seal. And this here is definitely held in with something. It's going to push out anyway, I'd say. It's moving alright. Now, what have we here? See, it was a rivet. That's steel. This here is a filter for some kind of a reason. So we have more seals, and we have brass. It's not gold, guys. It's not gold. It's brass. So pure, clean aluminium. So we're after going from, I think it was 28 cents we were saying. €1 now. Just a bit of brass, and here's stainless steel screws. And we're still not finished because I think these are copper. I really think they're copper. Look like kind of solenoids. So it will take a bit of harder to break. The middle comes out of it, and they're not sticking. Stainless steel, so that's a bonus. So we're going to have 4 lumps of stainless steel out of them. You know what I mean? Stainless steel is €1 a kilo. So air goes through them. If the air goes through them, guys, they spit out air into the clutch. A couple of bits of plastic, I'm going to have to screw them off of that as in there. At the moment we'll weigh them up as clean for the moment. So there, guys. 12 cents. Now there's steel, and this here is what we're going to get our money out of. And I can guarantee you we'll make money out of this. Copper. Like, might be buttons, but I'm going to show you. 45 cents for that in the scrapyard. It's worth 3 cents without touching it. 3 cents, guys. That's why I have the scales there on the table for everything, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a hammer and a chisel. Now you can put these into the freezer overnight if you want to. In the freezer overnight, it's easier breaking. Into the hammer, into the vise. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Look at that. The icing on the cake, guys, that is. think there's 4 of them in each of them. 4 of them in one of them. 4 plus the aluminium. Look at the size of that. Look at that. The weight of it too, like. That's why I take apart every single thing, guys. I trace it back. If there's wire in it, I go to the backbone in that wire, no matter where it's going into. So each one of them solenoids was a motor. For the air to be thrown in at. For the clutch. Now, 4 cents I said, right, for one of them in a scrapyard, without taking the copper of it. Copper, 680 kilo for that today. That's worth 40 cents already. 38 cents to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So you're going to have 4 of them, another. Oh, with a shred, the shred just falls off. Hit them again, it's the vice. You know what I mean? So, as I showed you, 38 cents multiplied by 4. Plus all this loom wire here at €3 a kilo. And there's a bit of dirty brass in that at the moment. I'll get out of it some way. I'll get out with myself them pins. So you have more copper wire here. Another 4 cents in wire. So there's 4 more. So you're talking 3 more of them into the scrapyard at 45 cents a kilo. Is 10 cents. Take apart one of them. $0.37 for one. So 37 cents multiplied by 4, guys. That's what you want to get out of that. Do you know, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous copper. You have your clean aluminium. You have your wires, your shred, your stainless steel. You'll have everything and anything to be got, guys, in them. So I've never taken one of them apart before, and from now on I will be. As simple as that. So what's in them at the end of the day is what I want. This here, guys, I was going to take it apart. Nice to do it now. Sorry for using a hammer, guys, but I have to use a hammer because I take nearly 90% of my stuff apart with a hammer. Nearly 90% of it. In Ireland we call a hammer a cosur. That's in Irish. So as you can see, I just pull out these pins out of it here, and you have clean brass, because my yard will not take this as dirty brass, because the yard does not do dirty brass. So I just clean off all these, take off these bits of brass, throw the brass in there. I clean them off myself when I'm microscrapping on Saturday. I microscrap every Saturday, guys, every Saturday without fail. So you open up this housing here, that's shred, and I cut off bits of wire. Now you'll be surprised, guys, the amount of stuff that you gather up. I get all that into, it's old boxes. I have my own boxes set up for everything. Even this here, look, all them pull out, and every one of them is brass. Of the old HDMI. I think they're HDMI, I'm not sure. I'm nearly certain here. But if they're not, they're one or the other. I know it's the old type television. No, the HDMI is the narrow one, this is a different type. But it does do the same system, do the same idea. So all along there is all brass. Brass, 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 brass all day, guys. And as I said before on my channel here, umpteen times I've said it, I don't mind if I come out here tonight and I make 1 cent. Right? This doesn't make a difference to me. It's 1 cent more in my pocket that I had to come out the door. I like coming out here, communicating and talking to the world. And not one person have anything ever bad to say to me. There you are. Look at that for brass. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just there, guys. It's in everything you look at. It's there. I mean, brass all day long, guys. Few O-rings there now. The likes of this here is a lot of dust and carbon, rubbish like that, but it's only out air, so it's okay. Now, what else have we got here in the agenda? Obviously, we have another one, same one, a lot dirtier. So you're talking about same again and all that there, guys. Everything else there, what I take apart is in this. This is another one of them. I know how to take it apart now. I take it apart in half the time. That's the difference when I do take apart stuff. This here is a solenoid. Now this is a dirty thing. This is it's out of a lorry as well. It's burnt out, as you can see. This is the part that goes into the electrics. I don't know what's in this either. So, oh man. Hopefully it's not full of oil. Look at that, it's real sticky. Hopefully it's not full of oil. I'm going to open it up anyway. If I have things to fit it. I mightn't have the right size to fit it, but I'll see down here and down here. Now, so we get a bigger torque and see, have I got the right torque here? So that's the way we do everything, guys. Take apart every single thing. Leave no stone unturned. It's the way I look at it, guys, is do everything. But it goes to show, you would not believe it, what's in stuff till you actually open it. Now that set will not work, but this set here should have something in it. This is a deadly little set, lads. Deadly set. But you need to kind of have every set, guys, when you're taking apart stuff. You know what I mean? You need to have everything. But one thing about these yokes, guys, is you're taking apart things belong to trucks. At the end of the day, is you're not meant to be able to take them apart. If you understand where I'm coming from. You're not meant to be able to take them apart because that's where they don't make their money. So lots of them is like that. Hopefully this will fit. Now, this will take some serious whack to open it. Oh, Jenny macaroni, that is strong. Oh, and that is not going to go lead or drive, as the fella says. I'm going to stick it into the device and see, can we make a home to it? But doesn't want to go anywhere, that doesn't. Sundays. Now, what I do with this is I put it into the device like so, right? And I get my, leave that there, monkey wrench, as I call them. And I grab the top of the screwdriver right here. It gives me an extra bit of force, but sometimes it can clean the head off your set, and you don't want to be doing that either. If you have the wrong size, you clean the head off the set. And I don't want to break the set because, oh God, that's seized. That is seized, guys. So I think myself, that one is one for the to be taken apart with Sawzall. That one will be taken apart with the Sawzall, guys. We'll leave that one for the Sawzall. Okay. As you can see, what it is solid aluminium. There's a bit of a pull there that says magnetic. I reckon there's brushes in here, as in copper in here, because that's where it's going into. So I reckon there's copper in here. If it was a solenoid, it has to be copper on it anyway, so let's go into here. See, there's a pull there, so there's magnetic in there. But that's not, that's all that is non-stick. I would think some of that is stainless steel. This is aluminium. Real good. That'll have to wait for a further date, guys. I have to get the Sawzall grinder, cut off that and do a job, and it won't be long. We'll do it another day, guys. That's a bit of brass I found. I think it's brass or copper. No, it's copper. It's very dark. I'd say it could be bronze, to be honest with you. It's off like some kind of a torch. I reckon that's bronze. Right, what have we got here else, guys? I put a load of stuff up on the table and bang, it's gone. There's another bit of brass to off these fittings off of this one here, and they're no good either. Well, so I was told anyway, they're no good, so I bust them with a hammer. And off you come. So I'm at the moment, guys, I'm doing up the shed. I'm getting boxes and stuff for the buckets and stuff for certain stuff to go into, and everything's going to be all now separate in the shed in its own rifle boxes. This is spring loaded, as you can see. Doesn't want to leave. It does not want to leave. So guys, tell me, do you scrap out everything, or what do you do? That's just a question out there for you. Do you actually scrap out everything? Like, do you micro scrap stuff, or do you just catch it and throw it into the scrap yard as it says? There's a question out there, and I just look at the answers there in a few minutes. If you don't mind, just throw it yes or no, as in Y or N. That's all I want. Plastic. Plastic bushings in this. Plastic bushings in these to say. Get away with that. Perfect. Close you up before you're all over the shed. Now, see this, guys, and see this. I've no yard, it'll take dirty brass at the moment. With the likes of that, you get downgraded. I'd say he give you about €2 a kilo for that. No more. It's worth 25 cents. Clean one. It's worth $4.50 a kilo. That's worth 52 cents. Do you know what I'm saying by getting off that piece of plastic? Okay? That's the difference in breaking down the prices. Let's have a gander and see if Daniel raise up anything there. Nice aluminium, yeah, of course, yeah. Really nice, Ali. Thanks for coming in there tonight, Ali. But yeah, it's just a matter of breaking down every single thing. As you know, if you're new to this channel, thanks for coming in, guys. Like, I do take apart a lot of stuff. Micro scrapping is my big thing. Like, I go back through the whole year of everything I do, and I take down apart everything, every single thing. Like, I break these down. This here, that's a tower air fryer. I take that apart completely take everything out of it, copper, everything out of that. You know what I mean? Your bins, you have your steel bins, you have everything in them. These here, sometimes it can be alley. This one is non-stick, stainless steel. You can actually sell that as stainless steel, just a matter of pressing that button and lifting up my bio and all that. Take out him, take out a bit of plastic off it. And what have we now? Stainless steel, stainless steel. So, yeah, like, it just adds up, guys, by taking apart stuff. Like, it's just, I just can't say it enough. Breaking up stuff like that. I'd probably make about, I cut the wire off of that already because I went to scrap yard with a load of stuff. I'd make about €2 or €3 off of that. Do you know what I mean? €2 maybe, max 2.50 off of that. The likes of these here, umpteen people looking for these switches. By just pulling off them like that. I have loads of people looking for these. Those people break them and this and everything, and I give them to them for free. And I give, you know, it's about firing a sprat to catch a salmon, guys. You give away stuff for free, you get back stuff for free. Simple as that. Okay, so that's really what I'm out here doing tonight. As you can see, if you want to stay on, you can, you're more than welcome to stay on. But I'm just working away, breaking down stuff, guys, the same as what you're doing yourself. So if you're doing stuff in the shed, you might as well listen up to it and listen into it. But we'll just do another few minutes and we'll call it a night. And after that, but at the end of the day, is that's what I'm here doing. I break down every single thing. Do you know what I mean? Every single thing has to be broken down with me. Like this here is so satisfying, like so satisfying. Like you wouldn't get a yoke like this like for Christmas, like, you know, for, you know, it's like a toy. Yeah. All money. Does anyone actually make a strap, guys? I don't see one person in the comments saying yes or no. You know what I mean? So easy, guys. Talking about 38 cents there now in seconds. You know what I mean? 4 cents, 38 cents. Like, I mean, do. It's so easy. So easy, guys. Sundays. That's why I take apart every single thing, guys. Everything. The scales now is annoying me. I have to change all my wear and have it all sorted to be changed in the shed. That's why the shed is really pulled apart this weekend. This weekend now, hopefully I'll get it. I'm busy at the moment in work, so you know you have to look after your own job as well, guys. This won't make me up what I'm doing here, but it keeps me happy doing stuff. I like doing stuff. I like scrapping. Look at that, guys. How quick is it to make 38 cents? Do you know what I'm saying? How quick is it? I'll be there till the sun don't shine. See, if there's a bit of a spring in the top, you won't get it out of it. If there's a spring in the table there. I have a bit of stuff to do now, tidy up the table completely. And I have to bring the table to the wall. You won't be shaking all over the place. Look at that. How satisfying is that, guys? Tell me. Do you know what I mean? Like, blue cutters. Where did I purchase them? I bought them actually online. Yeah, I bought them online. These ones here now. And maybe whoever else is out there is interested in gold recovery. This one here is savage for icy chips. It's actually a pipe wrench. The ones there is the ones I bought online. Buy them online, buy a box. A box of 20 I bought. Wherever they're gone. I don't know where they are. They're just thrown around here. But I bought a box of 20 of them and I haven't broke one yet. Not one have I broke yet. I gave out a couple of them to a few people, a few friends. And €27 I paid for 20 of them. Delivered to the door. Now I bought ones before and I will admit they're the same as them. They were very weak. Now, as I said, I explained before on the channel about them. You don't go along and hold up a lump of brass and try and cut it. You don't do that. It's for miniature stuff, guys. It's for small stuff. It's for small looks like this. You won't go along and cut 3 strands of wire with them, but you cut 1 strand of wire perfect with them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, they're savage. Like, I use them all the time. Have I got something, for example, here to show you what I'm on about? That's a Savage board, guys. See that IC chip there now, right? I used to go along all the sided IC chips here like this, bang, 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 and off, right? I went off and I looked into a few things, and I said, let's try this bugger. So I put this onto the IC chip and give it one twist. You see that? One twist, guys, is all it takes, and you have your IC chip for your gold recovery straight away. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a Savage machine. Now I got that delivered to the door, guys, for €4.79. Like a Savage machine, guys, for IC chips. Okay. IC chips, guys, at the moment are about, I think it's £13.50 a pound on the board. So I think, and don't quote me on it, but I think it is. So the IC chip is taken off of that board and it's not even missed. Look, dude, that's nice gold board, guys. Nice gold board, guys. I do everything and anything, and that is the truth. There's not a thing that I don't do in this shed. I do everything and anything in it. Like, as you can see, the minute stuff. Like, I'm not even set up at the moment. I was set up, and then I said I'm going to wreck this shed and take it all apart. I'm going to get it all sorted completely. Like, my brass, little bits of brass here is all thrown on the table. Do you know what I mean? Everything is just not set up for me. So the way it is, I'm probably going to stop doing the videos for maybe a week or two till I get ahead of myself. But this is normal household cable, guys. Through the stripper. Through the stripper. You're talking about that there was a cable, and it was €2 for the cable as it was. I stripped that cable out, and it came to €2 a kilo for the cable as it was. Sorry, I'm wrong there altogether, aren't I? It's worth 15 cents with the wire, with the plastic on it. Now that I stripped it down, it's worth 52 cents. Do you know, it's bits and pieces, guys, the way it adds up. Do you know, you can't see it, but it's there. Look at that there. Just tonight are them 4 solenoids. Look at that. 4 solenoids, like €6.80 a kilo. €1.52. Do you know what I mean? €1.52, guys, for that. It's a good old copper. You won't pay copper. Well, you will, as you if you have plenty of gold, but no. I still love copper. Because copper is a thing that'll go down and it'll come back up, it'll go down and it'll come back up. You know what I'm saying? You'll always have a few pounds when you have copper. So, what do you think of tonight's video, guys? I think it went well for me. For me, it went well. But I had so much to do, and I now I have nothing to do. Do you know, that's the way it is. I put a full box of stuff up on the counter, and now I have nothing to do. I have another one of these, and maybe we might take it apart. If there's other people coming in, they might want to see what it is. Let's take it apart, sure. It's out of a Volvo truck, guys, and it's got to do with the clutch. In the clutch. So I've done one already. I'm going to show you how I get into it. Because when you're on a live, there's people coming in and out there. Do you know, you have some new people coming in, you have people there all the time, then you have other people, but they could be doing other stuff. And an awful lot of scrappers will be in the shed doing their own stuff anyway, so they'll be watching, yeah, as well. But there's new people out there coming in. And they want to see what you're doing too, so it's great to have two of them. Do you know what I'm saying? It's nice to have two of them, because some people come in late. Now, and as you can see, that's all plastic, right? All plastic. All these here is brass. Put them all off. All brass. All got to do with the electronics and going into the system. And this here is copper. Plastic. What I'm trying to do is, you're probably thinking, my pliers is blunt, but it's not. I'm trying to pull the loom up out of it to see if I can get the brass. There you are. More wire. So as you can see, what we were doing the last time, turn it over now. Now, as you know, I'm after changing my bits. So my bit is gone back into his holder because we're finished with it. And we go in here and see can we get the right one again. First off, I think I might have it. I'm not sure. Is it turning? Is it not turning? I think it's turning, but I tell you one thing, guys, this one is a lot stiffer. I think this is the one, the bio, that done the damage. Thank you so much for that, Ali. I'm glad I can learn you what to do. I'm glad I can actually learn a lot of people what to do. Because at the end of the day, guys, is we're here for to help one another out. One thing about taking apart stuff belong to trucks and that, guys, you're going to have a lot of oil. You're going to have a lot of rubbish around your shed. But as you can see, like as I went into it, I said to myself, would I sell it as Dirty Alley for a couple of pence? But when there's wire going into stuff, guys, I get in after that wire. I really have to get in after that wire. That wire is not going in there just to stay into the aluminium with nothing on the end of it. There's always something on the end of it. That one's after ringing off now. I knew that this one was going to give trouble. Somehow or another I knew. The other one was serious. Look at that now. The other one was so easy to go into. But that's the way it is. That's the way it is goes for a video or anything like that. That's why when you have two of them, it's great to have two of them, you know, to help one another. But sometimes you give it a little tap, the screw. And then again, you would not know, because I think that some of them could be blocked. Could be blocked with rubbish. This is a little awl used by a not a farrier, shoemaker years and years ago. That awl is as old as myself. I'd say I have it 30 years there. It wasn't even mine, it was my father's. And the way I look at it is, it's nice to have something in your shed belong to your father. That there's my father's as well. I have that. Donkeys the years I looks after it, sharpens it up well. You know, nice old pliers. But it's nice to have yokes in the shed belong to your father. This one now, guys, as you can see, is starting to give me trouble, and it might have to get a trap of the. Let's have to ring it off the top of the nut. Yeah, that one's giving serious trouble, guys. Look at that. One of the torques had broke, and I wasn't even going force on it. So that's a torque for the scrapyard. Guys, this one here I'm going to have to use a sawzall, alright? So I have two yokes to use a sawzall. You've seen how to do it. If anyone after coming in and wanted to see what was in it, I'm going to have to go back and watch the live, unfortunately. But that's the way it is, guys. That's the way it is. Not everything works to the thing for you and don't think to do. So as I say, like as you say to yourself, oh, they're easy to take apart. I'll go off and I'll buy 100 of them. If you could buy them second hand off someone, you're going to get hurt with a couple of them. I can guarantee you that. Not everything goes to plan, alright? That's the way it is in life. Not everything ever goes to plan. So I do micro scrapping of a lot of stuff, guys. I take all these off of boards, all this for silver recovery. I take this is all silver here, silver pieces, all them silver buttons. You can see the shine coming up in the yoke there. All them are all silver buttons off of all ends. I have I do gold pins. Do you know what I'm saying? I do a lot of stuff, guys, like every other scrapper. There's the textile switches, which they have a nice silver to be had in them. The lid wasn't on that and I could have lost them all. It takes enough time to sort out stuff. They're alone spilling them all over the shop. This is the textile switches. There's actually no steel on them, and they're completely cleaned. You can see that, and that's the way, you know, everything is in little jars. Everything is sorted, guys. At the end of the day. Right, let's see who's on board here, if I can see it. How are you doing? My phone will allow me go back. Hang on, let's see. Sometimes my other gloves works with how are you? I'm sorry you can't pronounce that name there. Yeah, some people, sorry if some of you are saying hi, sorry about that, guys. It's just when I'm in the zone taking apart stuff, I really just concentrate on taking apart stuff. That's the way it is with me. I'm just in the zone. This is actually, as I showed you, some people are asking me what it is. It's actually out of a clutch for a lorry, for a Volvo lorry, 540. Volvo's clutch mechanism. It does, the idea of it is air goes through it. I don't know how way it works, but I'll show you one. Obviously the one that was taken apart at the start. This one here, which is going through hardship I am. The air goes in through it here, the air system. And I don't know what the idea of it is, but that's the way it is. The wire going here, and inside there's solenoids in it, which is 4 big massive solenoids, and you get all this copper of it. Do you know what I mean? So that's mainly what's inside it. But look at the end of the day, guys, I got it for free. There's a few pounds to be made on it. And I know when it's it, you know, you kind of know what stuff is and what stuff is not, guys. So, do you know what I mean? And I do gold recovery, you know, I do, as in taking off the gold. I don't do gold recovery. Like all these car. These are 43 euros a kilo, I think, or a pound at the moment in board sort. Rams, you know what I mean? They really are good. You give it gold here in backs of phones, gold here. Do you know what I mean? You have a lot of stuff, guys. I have boxes and boxes of gold inside and the other shit, which during the week we will be going in there to see what's in there and sort it all out. Like that's savage board there in the back of it. That's actually out of, that board is actually out of a Garmin for golfing, to show you how far your ball has gone. That's what that is. It's broken and I got it off a person and I nearly took his hand, because I love taking apart new stuff. I love taking apart new stuff, guys. Like the times of taking apart these towers and all that, this stuff here, like I showed it a few minutes ago, but these, you can make €2 or €3. You know, you will make €2 or €3 then. Maximum, I'd say I make about 220, 230 on one of them. Do you know what I mean? And they get, there's a lot of plastic. That's why I do them all together. Of a day I'm going to the scrapyard, I post all these apart and all the plastic out the door and keep all the rest of the stuff for micro scrapping. So like, I think about a lot of stuff, guys. You wouldn't believe it. Like to be honest with you, so much stuff I can't even walk to the shed. But here then now, I'll make a scrap along here as it says. This is all the boards out of flat screen televisions, guys. These are all high peripheral boards in the board sort. All them. All for board recovery too, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a savage board. There's a lot of rubbish out here, but you have, these are the main boards here. The main chips, they're gold corner BGAs. People really go mad when they see them. They go mad when they see them. That's all that stuff has to go in next door, because that's where my gold is inside. No gold here. This is stuff I've done during the week and it's gone out the door. But I have a lot of mobile phones to take apart, guys. A lot of this, that and everything. Like boxes and boxes of mobile phones to take apart. Like, I hate having mobile phones up in the house, or not in the house, in the shed over the winter. So I have to bust all them out of it. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like nice gold in them. Always nice gold in them. This card here, as in Wi-Fi job. But all them, I have to get rid of all them. I don't want them here over the winter, because this shed in the winter, the roof drips. So, like all this was last night stuff, all pulled apart, has to be all sorted out in its rightful boxes, because a lot of aluminium and stuff like that. All aluminium, all that stuff has to be all done. So I'm saying I have so much to do. But thanks for coming in tonight, guys. Really appreciate you all for coming in. The gloves are off. I'm not touching anything else, because when I touch stuff with my gloves I get ripped asunder. Gloves are off, gloves are dry, gloves are folded, they're there for the next day. You have your PPEs here as well, as the fella says. Haven't got them on me tonight, but I always have them nearby in case anything dangerous, especially when you're taking apart stuff you don't know about, lorry stuff or anything like that. So what can I say, guys, honey? Thanks so much for coming in tonight, and please have a look on my channel of all the micro scrapping and stuff like that I've done throughout the whole year there. I really appreciate you all for helping my channel out. Like, at the end of the day, guys, without G I won't be here. And that's the way it goes, isn't it? We're all here for one another, and I do watch all your channels too, so I'll go back and get all the people that watch my channel here, have a look at it, and I watch your channel. And that's the way it is. I watch an awful lot of channels, guys, and I don't watch TV. I watch YouTube. I watch a bit of TikTok, but I watch YouTube. I also have a TikTok channel, but I watch a lot of YouTube, because I find you learn an awful lot off of YouTube. And do you know what I mean? That's the way I am. I go for a talk, have an old chat with people, and I just like talking to people, because you learn by talking. You don't learn by staying silent. So guys, thanks and goodbye, and don't forget to hit that thumb and subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Thank you.